So my name is Penny. It's been so long since I've literally made a video like this. I've been gone for so long, but guess what? I'm back! So this video is going to be about a psychology profession. I hope you enjoy this video. A clinical associate psychologist is a specialized mental health practitioner. Some duties as a clinical associate psychologist would consist of providing formulations, assessments, and therapy. It's also really important to know that you might do different things across different trusts because they are expertise maybe in like different areas. Leadership roles could consist of supervising assistant psychologists maybe. As a clinical associate psychologist, you'll be attending meetings. So these meetings could be MDT meetings. So MDT stands for multidisciplinary team. And during these team meetings, there will be a wide variety of people in different professions. So this could be psychotherapist, psychiatrist, psychologist, and within psychologists or among psychologists, there could be a clinical psychologist, a counselling psychologist, a trainee psychologist, clinical or counselling trainee. So yeah, so there's a wide variety, and everyone's literally there to help. And it's really, really important to have these MDT meetings because people give their own perspective on things and their own take on things, and it might be something that you didn't hear of, so you didn't know anything about it, or it could be something that you've missed out or something that you didn't think about. So it's really, really important to attend these meetings because you might actually gain knowledge and you might learn a new skill. And it's also good to have that discussion and talk with other healthcare practitioners. And yeah, and that's why I love my job. For the clinical associate psychology role, there are 3 partnerships. One with the university, one with the apprenticeship, and one with the BPS, which is the British Psychological Society. So those are the 3 important bodies that are part of this role, this course, this job. So in order to be a qualified clinical associate psychologist, you would have to take a MSc, which is a master's in clinical associate in psychology. The name might vary amongst universities, but it's typically called clinical associate in psychology. The CAP role in England is abbreviated to CAP, is clinical associate psychologist or clinical associate in psychology. In Scotland, they have a role that's very similar to the CAP role in England, and it's actually abbreviated to CAAP, which stands for Clinical Associate in Applied Psychology. In order to get on to the Masters, if you want to proceed with the Clinical Associate Psychologist role, so your degree in psychology would have to be accredited by the British Psychological Society, the BPS. Some universities have their own criteria. They usually ask for a 2-2 and above. You might have to check with the university for what they're asking. However, things might change, and by the time I put this video up, there might be a whole new criteria. So as a trainee clinical associate psychologist, I will be doing different types of psychological assessments, formulations, and therapy. You might have 3 days where you're going into your work base, and then 1 day where it's university lectures, and the other day is split as half a day for studying, so like reading books and stuff, and then the other half of the day is doing work for your employer. You might hear on-the-job training and off-the-job training quite a lot, and what that means is on-the-job training is basically where you're with your employer and you might be delivering assessments, formulations, that kind of thing. And off-the-job training means when you're doing university based work, so like attending lectures. So after job training could be attending lectures and stuff, and on the job training will be working for your employer. So CAP would work with a specific population. So this could be providing treatment for adults or children and young people. So for the NHS, a trainee clinical associate psychologist is at a band 5 as currently 2022. So after you've completed your master's and you've qualified as a clinical associate psychologist, so that would be around 18 months, you'll now be put on a band 6. That would be the same band level as a trainee clinical psychologist. So due to where your work is located, you might actually get additional income towards your salary. You may be entitled to high cost area supplement. So as a clinical associate psychologist, you'd be conducting evidence-based research and applying that to your work. So that could be in terms of using those findings to deliver your interventions, or using the findings you get from your research to help implement. If you want to find out more information about anything I've said, please do send me a message and I'll try my best to get back to you. Thank you for watching this video. Bye!